Trade, of course, is a critical part of the U.S. economy, and trade between the U.S. and Mexico is growing, with about $1.5 billion worth of goods moving across the border every single day. And that's creating some huge opportunities for companies that haul all those goods. Morgan Brennan reports from Santa Teresa, New Mexico.
This is Union Pacific's $400 million Santa Teresa facility, a huge rail hub right near the border, as the company looks to capitalize on increased trade with Mexico.
The intermodal yard that we're in we want to replace it. It basically doubled the size of the yard. 200,000 lifts annually we can do in this facility, and it can grow to 700,000.
That's quite a number.
Yes, hoping the business grows like that.
Trade between the U.S. and Mexico totals $530 billion a year, up 550% over the past 2 decades since NAFTA was signed. And with costs rising in Asia, Mexico has become a manufacturing destination of choice for makers of autos, aerospace, appliances, even computers.
That operation is primarily dedicated for the BTO model, build-to-order model for computers, for Dell and HP. It is the largest of its kind in the world of any company.
That means more freight moving across the border, and transportation companies like Union Pacific are cashing in.
From a Union Pacific standpoint, it represents 10% of the company's total revenue. So it's big, it's growing, good growth opportunity south of the border.
It's a twofold opportunity for transports as raw materials and products come into Mexico from the U.S. and Asia, are assembled and then shipped back north, even this locomotive. And it will only get bigger as consumers spend more and new initiatives, including the U.S. exportation of oil to Mexico, come online. A number of companies see dollar signs. Kansas City Southern and Berkshire Hathaway's BNSF Railway have been expanding their operations tied to the border. And Ryder System, XPO Logistics, and Werner Enterprises all say cross-border business continues to be one of their fastest growing segments.
It's a big part of our business. I mean, Mexico is 20% of our revenues as it relates to our one-way trucking operations. It's 14% of total revenues. It's something we see getting bigger and bigger over time. We're bullish on it.
And it isn't just companies doubling down. States have become more aggressive about capturing trade through their border crossings as well. Until now, New Mexico has largely lagged its neighbors, with the most and biggest crossings in Texas, followed by California and Arizona. But the state has taken dramatic steps to change that, and Santa Teresa is now the 9th busiest freight border crossing in the country.
Governor Martinez's vision, and certainly the vision of our department, is to make New Mexico the gateway of trade for the Americas.
And this is just part one, as a fast-track customs program for freight is in the process of rolling out. And the state and its Mexican counterpart, Chihuahua, are working to develop a binational city that would share resources and potentially dissolve the border altogether. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan in Santa Teresa, New Mexico.